Hey Gemini, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for June 24th, 2025, and I am excited to announce that channel memberships are now live. So if you would like to support the channel, get access to those special perks and exclusive content, then join the channel with the link in the description box or with the controls down below. Let's see what's going on in the world for Gemini today. What does Spirit want to talk about? You're going through some major healing. I feel a lot of appreciation from Spirit in terms of what you've just been through, acknowledging the difficulty. Specifically acknowledging how well you handled it. They're really proud of you. Hanged Man in reverse, you didn't get sucked into like dissecting it or analyzing it or over-analyzing it. You also haven't like bypassed the emotions. You processed a lot here. But there's a real like a wholeness that I'm sensing. It's this acknowledgement of that you're a whole person. You're not broken from this experience. This experience didn't break you. Your challenge is represented with the Nine of Wands. Whatever you are recovering from right now, you're still in the process of healing. It's not totally over. It also didn't knock you off your game in terms of what you've been going on in life, what has been going on in your life. Because the Nine of Wands is like an effort that is difficult, that you're still working your way through, shouldering the burden. And it's leading to some sort of achievement or culmination of the actions that are required from you in this undertaking. So it's like it's difficult. I feel stressed. I feel like it's been a lot, but I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish this. So even though you've been heartbroken and healing, there's still this perseverance. Whether it's just for the healing process or I get the impression that it's about like a greater journey that you're on, that you're persevering through. What are we focused on? Three of Wands in reverse. There's something that you are lining up. This is an unusual interpretation, so I just want to tune into it to try and express it as best I can. It's not that you can't be the one there to receive the thing, but it's more like it has something to do with working smarter and not harder, or delegating. So rather than with the Three of Wands, it's usually like I place an order, I have to be there to pick it up, or I book a trip, I have to be there at the specified day and time to board the plane to go on the trip that I booked. And it's this element of waiting for someone else to follow through and being there at the right place and the right time in order to move the story forward and continue on your journey. And I think all of those elements are still here despite the reversal. The reason for the reversal is something unusual that I haven't picked up on energetically before, and it's something like you are solving one of these things in a new, ingenious way, in a creative way, maybe through the use of technology, where it's like maybe like an automated seat saver, or like you tell your AI assistant you want to go on a trip to a certain place, and then it is going to, like, as soon as the price dips below $100, if it's between this day and this day, book the ticket. There's some sort of, like, I don't have to be there to order the thing, or I don't have to be there when it shows up. Maybe this is like lining up someone to receive a delivery for you and bring it to you. I don't know why that felt so important. That bit of the message felt really important to dig into, so I guess it's relevant to someone who's watching. In the recent past, we have the Emperor energy, Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Tells me that this is masculine energy in relation to feminine energy. Mastery over your attraction for others, or mastery in the way that you put yourself out there in settings where you know other people could feel attraction toward you. It's some sort of understanding or maturity when it comes to how you navigate your attractiveness, because you know what you want out of the situation. I don't know a lot about fishing, but they're giving me a fishing metaphor. It's like if you want to catch a certain sort of fish, you use a different sort of bait. And I know that's like a kind of a trashy metaphor to use for dating, but it has to do with like how the Queen of Wands, what she wears, how she does her makeup, how she speaks, the energy that she's exuding into the room, maybe the sorts of environments she chooses to enter. She's looking for her Emperor. She's not looking for a Knight of Wands. She's not looking for a King of Swords. She wants the whole package. And so she's using her resources in a very specific way to put herself out there to try and get what she wants. And I think this is something that you've sort of crafted over time. It's almost like you've used your dating life as a scientific study, and you're shifting how you approach dating based on the metrics that you're learning. Okay, if I wear this color lipstick, then I get this number of responses, or if I change this in my online dating profile, then 95% of the people who reply are not a fit or low quality, whatever. Okay. Weird reading, you guys. This is weird. I don't know about this Gemini energy that's going on right now. You guys have quite a mixed, like, if I had to live with a Gemini brain, I think my head might explode. This is a lot. Okay. So kudos to you guys. From your higher self perspective, we have another very interesting combination, the Devil and the Chariot in reverse. Partly this is saying you are getting a lot better at identifying what is not aligned because of how it makes you feel toxic. Because your behavior turns ugly. It brings out a dark side of you, or a nasty side of you, or a needy side of you. There's something toxic lingering within you that certain situations bring that out. And you're healing. You're working on things. I think this healing involves like working on yourself. One of the best things that's going to come out of this experience or this phase in your life is getting really crystal clear about how those parts of you that you are integrating, healing, what are the triggers that cause this sort of inner demon to rear its ugly head and cause havoc in your life? How can you befriend this energy? How can you tame the beast so that it doesn't feel rejected, so it doesn't feel repressed? And that's obviously a lot of like psychological stuff. That's the way that I'm getting the message. I think you're recognizing that sometimes you've been your own worst enemy and you want to get out of your own way. In the near future, we have some sort of culmination event. I think this isn't a stereotypical like graduation, bar mitzvah, coming of age sort of event. I think it's more highly personal to you. This is a private thing, but it's going to feel very momentous to you. I'm picking up on someone who's been heavily active in online dating, and then they decide that the right thing for them is to delete all their dating apps. And when they do that, they pop a bottle of champagne and have a nice girl dinner at home and cuddle up in their favorite cozy blanket, cuddle with their puppy and watch an amazing movie, sipping champagne and eating wine and cheese and strawberries. There's some sort of extrapolate for whatever is relevant for your situation, but there's some sort of event where it's like, yep, I'm happy for myself. This is the shifting of the tide. And it has more like, I'm gonna have fun with this sort of energy, rather than I'm gonna cry into a pint of ice cream sort of energy. There might be some of that, no shame, but the way that I'm picking up on this is happier. And I only highlight that because of the Three of Swords in reverse being like this, maybe sensitive points, still sensitive. Okay, your surprise energy. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. This is like really hitting you over the head with like a revelation, but it comes in the form of a physical thing. The connotation with the Seven of Swords in reverse is that it had previously been hidden from you. So this isn't just a out of the blue thing that's handed to you. It's like you find a letter that was mailed to you 10 years ago that your mother never gave you, sort of energy. Your hopes and fears, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. You don't want to be led by your temptations anymore. You want to get over that. I think whatever ways that you personally feel easily triggered or easily tricked or easily manipulated, you want to heal those parts of yourself that get snagged on those traps. Like, I don't want it anymore. Might be fun in the moment, might seem like a glittery, shiny object that I need to grab onto, but whatever fun it is in the moment always comes with bruises and cuts and scrapes along the way. And I mean, maybe literally, I mean that figuratively. And you don't want it anymore. It's not worth it. Your end result, we have the High Priestess in reverse. Something that you've been knowing for a while, but you've been pushing it out of your mind, There's some sort of intuitive hit that's trying to come through for a long time for you, and you've been not hearing it. It's going to come through again, and you're going to doubt it, but you're going to start to notice it, is what I'm getting. Let me try to give a little example to make that make sense. It's like... I don't... Okay, I keep trying to think of something else, but someone wants to plan a trip to Cuba. I'm picking up on someone out there who's... Every time you see, like, a movie... I don't know what movies are set in Cuba. Maybe you've seen, like, a foodie channel of the special dish that they make in the... Am I thinking of that right? A Cuban dish where they make, like, plantains and beans and they mash it up. And anyways, that's one of my only connections to Cuba, and that's what Spirit keeps reminding me of for some reason. I think there's some pull where over your life for the last few years something has occurred to you and you're like, I'm not gonna frickin' plan a trip to Cuba. It's something a little outlandish or a little unusual for whatever your life looks like. There's a reason why this message is trying to come through to you. Not the message I'm saying now, but that intuitive hit that you've been getting and not really recognizing it as anything important. You're going to start to realize, like, oh yeah, I've had this thought a few times. I've had the thought of visiting Cuba. Why do I keep thinking about that? What is it? There's something important there, and I don't know if it's that you follow through on the thought or just start to establish a better rapport with your higher self. I think for some of you there's also a shift going on with your spirituality. If you've been highly religious, you could be stepping away from that in favor of more esoteric spirituality. If you've been heavily watching tarot readings, you could be stepping away from that in order to get more into meditation or ayahuasca retreats or sound bath healing. There's some sort of shift that could be signified by the reversal of the High Priestess there. Your advice when it comes to how you can best deal with these energies that are available to you right now is to get feisty ideologically and verbally. Don't shy away from a debate, even a minor argument. Stand up for what you think. Defend other people when it's appropriate. You've been blessed with intellectual curiosity and verbal prowess that not many people have that ability. There are going to be moments over the near future for you where going toe-to-toe with someone ideologically is going to be the best course of action. So Spirit's just saying don't shy away from it. It's actually going to be beneficial to you and others. So Gemini, I hope that helped. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you back tomorrow.